हेलो स्टूडेंट। तो देखते हैं जो क्वेश्चन आपने पूछा था कि कितने पॉसिबल स्ट्रक्चर्स हो सकते हैं इस मॉलिक्यूल के। बेसिकली मॉलिक्यूल जो है हमारे पास वो है C3H3Cl और हमें बताने हैं इसके टोटल कितने पॉसिबल स्ट्रक्चर्स हो सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो बेसिकली एक आइसोमेरिज्म का क्वेश्चन है जहाँ पे आपको इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस मिलते हैं कि टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्ट्रक्चरल आइसोमर्स कितने होंगे इस मॉलिक्यूल के। तो ये उस टाइप का एक क्वेश्चन है। तो ज़रा देखते हैं कैसे सॉल्व करना है। थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, थोड़ा बड़ा है क्वेश्चन, लेकिन मैं आपको ईजिएस्ट पॉसिबल वे में समझाता हूँ इसे। तो देखो, सबसे पहले जब भी आपको इस टाइप से कभी फॉर्मूला दिया हो मॉलिक्यूल का, ठीक है, और पॉसिबल स्ट्रक्चर्स बताने हो, तो क्या कैलकुलेट कर लो आप लोग, HDI कैलकुलेट कर लो। HDI स्टैंड्स फॉर हाइड्रोजन डेफिशिएंसी इंडेक्स, जिसे आप लोग डिग्री ऑफ अनसेचुरेशन के नाम से भी जानते हैं। और ये कैसे कैलकुलेट किया जाता है, इसका फॉर्मूला क्या है, नंबर ऑफ कार्बन्स इंटू 2 प्लस नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन्स प्लस हैलोजन्स इंटू -1 होगा, तो इंटू -1 प्लस नंबर ऑफ नाइट्रोजन और फॉस्फोरस ऑल्सो, लाइक नाइट्रोजन फॉस्फोरस दोनों आ जाएं तो आप दोनों को ऐड करके लिखोगे, तो नाइट्रोजन प्लस फॉस्फोरस, ठीक है जी, इनटू में 1 एंड दिस इज डिवाइडेड बाय 2 एंड देन वी हैव टू ऐड 1 इनटू दिस। ऑल राइट, सो ये हमारे पास है फॉर्मूला HDI कैलकुलेट करने का, या आप बोल दो DU कैलकुलेट करने का। इससे हमें पता क्या चलता है, इससे हमें पता चल जाता है कि मॉलिक्यूल में कितने पाई बॉन्ड्स हो सकते हैं, या कितने रिंग्स हो सकते हैं, या ये पाई बॉन्ड या रिंग्स प्रेजेंट हैं भी कि नहीं है। ठीक है, तो ज़रा देखते हैं कैसे। तो इस पर्टिकुलर मॉलिक्यूल में यदि हम अप्लाई करें फार्मूला, तो हमारे पास मॉलिक्यूल है C3H3 एंड ClFbRI, तो C3H3ClFbr और I। तो देखो ज़रा, इसके अंदर हमारे पास नंबर ऑफ कार्बन्स हैं 3, तो 3 इंटू 2 इज 6 प्लस नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन प्लस हैलोजन। अच्छा, एक चीज़ और, यहाँ पे गलती से मैंने आई लिख दिया, आई नहीं है यहाँ पे। तो देखते हैं ज़रा, नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन्स प्लस हैलोजन्स कितने हैं यहाँ पे हमारे पास, 3 हाइड्रोजन प्लस 3 हैलोजन, सो दैट इज 6 इंटू -1, ठीक है, डिवाइडेड बाय 2 प्लस 1। तो कितना आ गया भाई, ये देखो, 6 - 6 इज 0, 0 प्लस डिवाइड बाई 2 इज 0, प्लस 1 इज़ 1। तो इसके अंदर अपने पास DU या बोल दो HDI कितना आ गया, 1 आ गया। अब इसका सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है, इसका मतलब क्या है, देखो यदि 1 आ रहा है तो इसका मतलब इस मॉलिक्यूल में या तो एक पाई बॉन्ड होगा, या फिर इट विल कंटेन एटलीस्ट 1 रिंग। ऑल राइट, सो बेसिकली व्हाट वी हैव डन सो फार इज, in this molecule we have calculated HDI, or you can also call it as DU, which is degree of unsaturation, and the formula is written here, and you can see the DU of this molecule is coming out to be equals to 1, which means it will either have one pi bond or one ring. In fact, it is not right to specify this 6-membered ring. We can simply say that it will contain at least one ring. All right, so it will have one ring. Now it gives us some direction in finding out the number of structures. How? देखो, दो पॉसिबिलिटीज़ हो सकती हैं अब, एक ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर्स जिनमें पाई बॉन्ड हो, एंड द अदर पॉसिबिलिटीज द स्ट्रक्चर्स दैट आर रिंग। ऑल राइट, तो लेट्स सी द रिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स फर्स्ट। Let me write it properly. Yeah, so you know, with 3 carbons you can make only one ring, which is 3-membered ring, because 2-membered ring is not possible, 1-membered ring is not possible. So here there is just one possibility, that is of cyclopropane. All right, and now we have to add 3 halogens to it. All right, because you can see here we have 3 carbons, and now we have to add 3 halogens. All right, so what are the possible ways to add? So let us understand FClBr. These 3 we have to add. So first possibility is we can add fluorine on the first carbon, chlorine on the first carbon, and bromine on the second carbon. All right, so 1 2 3, let me number this. So I can add fluorine and chlorine to first carbon and bromine to the second one. The next possibility is I add fluorine to the first carbon, chlorine to the second carbon, and bromine to the first carbon. All right, the third possibility is wherein I add fluorine to the second carbon and chlorine and bromine to the first carbon. Clear? So these are 3 possibilities. Now the next possibility is, and yes, one more thing, I cannot add all three on the same carbon. Why? Because we have to satisfy the tetravalency also. Alright, because you can see here each carbon is already forming two bonds, so there is a possibility of adding just two more substituents. Alright, so this possibility wherein all three are attached to the same carbon will not at all arise. Now the next case is wherein each of the three positions is occupied by one halogen. So that means it will be 1, 2 and 3. So you can see that means a total of 4 ring structures are possible for this particular molecule. Alright, so let us see the open structures now. So you can see in case of open structures, if you see with 3 carbons, there is only one possibility. Alright, and that is this straight chain. Alright, straight chain of 3 carbons. You cannot make a parent chain of 2 carbon and put 1 carbon as substituent, because you know whenever you connect 3 carbons to form an open structure, it will always be in continuation. So here the parent chain will always be of 3 carbons. It cannot be of 2 carbons, it cannot be of 1 carbon. Alright, so you can see this is the only possibility. Alright, so now we know very clearly that this particular molecule cannot give chain isomers, because a chain longer or shorter than 3 carbons is not possible. So the only thing that is left is position isomerism. Alright, and we know that here in this case we have one pi bond also. So let's put pi bond here. Alright, now even if you change the position of this pi bond from first to second carbon to 2 to 3, then you know the locant assigning, as per the locant assigning rule, if you think let's put pi bond here, now it is between second and third carbon, then it is wrong, because in such a scenario we'll start naming from this carbon. So this thing you have to be very clear of, ki these two molecules are one and the same molecule. So there is no need to think of the possibility of shifting of position of the pi bond. Alright, now what is left is to put halogens in this molecule. Now let us understand the possibilities. Alright, so we have F, we have Cl, we have Br, and these 3 halogens. No need to think of the pi bond. Alright, now one possibility is when all the 3 halogens are attached to this third carbon. Alright, that means all the 3 are attached to third carbon. And how many such possibilities will be there? There will be only one such possibility. Okay, now the next thing is when on the third carbon there will be 2 halogens and the other halogen goes to the second carbon. So that means there is this possibility, 3, 3, 2. Now how many such possibilities? See, if one halogen from the third carbon is going to the second carbon, then there can be 3 possibilities. And these are the that is going to the second one can be fluorine, chlorine or bromine. So there are 3 possibilities. Now the next case is when one more halogen from the third position goes to the first carbon. Alright, that means one halogen is already present on the second carbon now, and one more halogen from the third carbon is going to the first carbon. Alright, so you can see this time the case is wherein one is present on the second and other is going to the first. Now how many possibilities will be there? So obviously there are 6 possibilities in this case. Let me tell you how. Understand it like this, ki let's say fluorine is on the third carbon and chlorine and bromine are on the second and first carbon respectively. Now there are 2 possibilities, and these 2 possibilities are keeping the fluorine on the third, whereas interchanging the position of chlorine and bromine. So it will be 3, 1, 2, isn't it? And likewise, if on the third position, let's say we have chlorine in place of fluorine, then you can see chlorine will be on the third and fluorine and bromine, they can interchange their positions. Alright, so that way we get 4 possibilities, 2 with the fluorine, 2 with the chlorine, and similarly 2 with the bromine. So all in all, we get 6 such possibilities. Alright, so there are 6 such possibilities. Understood. Now moving to the next one. So you can see up to now we have one halogen atom at least on the third carbon. Now the next possibility is wherein we have one halogen on the third position, no halogen on the second position, and 2 halogens on the first position. So that will become 1 on 3, remaining 2 on 1. How many such possibilities? So you can see on the third carbon there can be either fluorine or bromine or chlorine. So that means this will be 3 possibilities. All right. Now the next possible case is we can have 1 on the second and 2 on the first. All right, let's remove from the third one altogether. So now this time what we will get is 1 1 2. Now on the second carbon there are three possibilities. Either it can be fluorine or chlorine or bromine. So that means this type of molecules will be having 3 only. All right, now what else is the possibility left? Okay, so the other possibility left is when we have two, you can see we have covered all 3 on the third position, 2 on the third position, 1 on the second, but we have not covered 2 on the third position and 1 on the first position, hai na? So that one is left. So 2 on the third position and 1 on the first position. So in this scenario also we have 3 possibilities, because on the first position it can be either chlorine, bromine or fluorine. So it will be 3 in total. All right. So let us see whether all are covered now or not. I feel all are covered. Let's count the total. 9 and 3 12, 6 18, 1 19. So total we can see there are 19 possibilities for open chain structures. So now you see for the ring structures there were 4 possibilities. For the open structures there are 19 possibilities. So this makes the total possible structures. Total possible structures to be equals to 19 plus 4, which is 23. This is the answer.